Hello and welcome to this podcast edition of Sam's Alternatives with me, Sam. Episode 27, I'll be chatting to Adrian Morgz and Dino from Melbourne Metal band Vault Hill. Thought I'd just jump on a couple of minutes early and do a bit of a recap since what's happened last episode. So brand new music has dropped. Devilskin Re-Evolution, their brand new album. Spinning Cupids have dropped new music, as have Starve the Rainfall, Outer Worlds, Belgravia, Bitterkind, among other bands. Interviews coming up Thursday night, so 2 in 4 days, with Alpha Cult. Tuesday the 22nd of July, Neil and Dane from OCD Band. Sunday, July 27, it is Neville from Snake Mountain. Tuesday the 5th of August, Rise from Ashes. Saturday the 16th of August, Grim, and then, of course, Tuesday the 26th of August, we have Dead Empire. All right, Adrian from Vault Hill is in the lobby. I'll let him in. Let's get this interview started, as they say. Evening, Adrian.
Hey, bud, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Not
Yeah,
too bad.
so-
I've had a little bit of a jam before, so yeah.
Nah. Sorry about the delay in the interview link going through to you. I
Oh, good, man.
completely forgot that shit. I said 7:15 and I hadn't actually said it, and time got away from me, as it always does, obviously.
Nah, that's all good. That's all good. The other guys should be on here soon as well. They said they should be good for 7:30, but
There's no
the
rush.
band's like cutting cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
How
7:30.
you been, man? You been well?
Yeah, been pretty well. It's been a pretty busy weekend. Of course, I was at Revolver on Friday night for No Life, Nicolas Cage fighter. That was pretty sick.
Yeah. I forgot that gig was on, and I was at the Bendy Friday night. But yeah, because I think Signals was playing that one as well.
Yeah, and No Face, No Case. I always get that name wrong. I always say the opposite to what the actual band name is. I get the words around the wrong way, but I think I got it right that time for the first time ever.
Yeah. How was the energy there? Was it to turn to a cage match? Because the Braves got all the cages and shit.
Yes, there were people jumping off the cage into the crowd, into the mosh pit. There was a flying
Yeah, nice.
from Star Wars, that spaceship. They had an inflatable spaceship from the Star Wars movie, the DeLorean or whatever it's called, in the mosh pit that was getting thrown around and all that. It was pretty whacked, actually.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
For those that don't know, actually, about that Revolver gig, because it was originally meant to be at Stay Gold, but because of what happened with the wall at Stay Gold, Revs...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's back open now. I think it's opened yesterday, I heard, or something, their first night back there.
Yes.
'Cause I know there's the AM PM gig next week I'm pretty keen on with Relica and New Million.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was at Fading Hour and Terrestrials last night, and one of the metal mates was saying, yeah, apparently it's back open. Like last night was their first night, so they couldn't get open for Friday, but yeah. So
yeah, nah. That would have been a sick show last night, Terrestrials and Fading Hour. Like, I love Fading Hour. Everything they're dropping at the moment.
yeah.
Oh, Morgz is in the lobby. I better let your brother in. That would be pretty inconsiderate
go.
if I didn't.
A Darwinian.
Evening, Morgan.
Hey fellas, how are we?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Yeah, doing good.
Yeah. How warm is it up in Darwin, Morgan? I can imagine it's a lot warmer than what it is here in Warragul at the moment.
Yeah. Looking at you, man. You're all rugged up. I'm wearing a singlet, so it gives you a little bit of an idea. No, it's actually like, so this is the dry season, so this is the coldest it gets, but it's like, oh no, in nighttime probably 24, 25. Like, yeah, that's as low as it really gets. It's like right now is the most beautiful weather. Like it's incredible, but it doesn't last long. in the wet season or the build-up starts, and it just gets very, very hot and humid very quickly.
I can tell you right now, Morgs, it's probably not even a third of the temperature it is in Darwin here in Warragul. I reckon it's about 5 degrees. It's that cold.
Yeah.
Ah.
Sorry, man. That's rough.
And Dino's joined us. We can see
Got Dino
he's
as well.
joined.
Can you see me?
I can't see you at the moment, Dino,
Oh.
but I can hear you perfectly.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Those gravy tones of Dino's voice.
Yes. Well, the audio works too. Like, I've had a few people that have jumped on with audio, and it has actually gelled pretty well throughout the WebEx experience. So whether it's audio, whether it's visual, doesn't really bother me. I'm just happy to be talking to Dino, Morgz and Adrian from Melbourne Metal band Vault Hill, who have got a gig coming up in just under a month at Bendy, which is going to be sick.
Yeah, back at the Bendy. It's going to be good. Morgz come down from Darwin. So
Yeah, last one there was probably the best show that we've had. Well, at least that I played with the band. It was a stacked lineup. Full house. It was for Melbourne Metal mates, I think, celebrating their first birthday, and that was unreal.
I love the Bendy. It might not be my favourite venue in Melbourne, but it's probably in the top 3 right at the moment. I think Bergie, Stay Gold still have close connections just because I haven't seen a bad show at either of those venues, and Bendy's actually the same.
yeah,
the Benny's fun. And
It's like
that
the
low
mecca of metal
roof,
in Melbourne.
that low roof is deadly. To swing around the axe.
Yeah, that roof. That's the other thing I worry about the Bendy. You're right, Dino, that low roof. I'm thinking if that caves in at any time and you're riding the mosh, you're in a bit of shit.
True.
Make for a fun night.
Yes.
I hear like Speed are playing there soon, and that's going to be hectic. Yeah.
Speed. Far out. That's
Speeder,
a big
yeah.
get.
Dude, that's going to sell out in a minute.
I'm pretty sure it's already sold out. Yeah. So.
Does that really surprise everyone how big they've become in the last 12 months, Speed? Like, they're fucking huge around Australia and overseas as well.
Yeah, no, it's awesome for them. And they're a sick band. I mean, I've been to a few of their shows. Pit's hectic. You know, it's like a 360-degree pit. Like, people come from behind you, underneath you, and shit. It's so much fun. And they're right
on
awesome
the
music.
stage. Half the pit gets on the stage. You see.
That's it.
360-degree pits. That's something I don't see much of in the gigs I go to. Normally there's a pit happening and some crazy shit, but never a 360-degree pit.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I've never been to one of those shows. I'd love to experience it. Sounds pretty hectic.
Oh, imagine a sweaty Darwin pit.
Oh,
mate.
He's playing in Darwin, everyone be slipping and sliding.
Yeah, they would be, especially in the West End.
because I could be wrong here, but I do believe they played Knotfest earlier this year, Speed. Or was it last year? One of the years that they...
Last year.
Last year, sorry. Wrong year, Sam's human. He's got the wrong years mixed up. But yeah, but it's so awesome to see. And I'm interested to see this Park Waves, speaking of festival, this Park Waves festival happening in February next year. The Parkway are putting on.
Is that the cruise ship thing?
No, it's like a regional festival.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think the lineup comes out tomorrow or something, actually.
Tuesday, I think.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I
These
hope
guys don't stop. They've just come off playing the Opera House.
Yeah. I'd love to have gone to cruise the Hellbound thing. That lineup in itself is insane. And if half the bands are playing Parkwaves that are playing the Hellbound, that's going to be a fucking sick lineup. I'm hoping for that, but Yeah, I don't know the movements of like Future Static or Gloom or any of those bands that are playing Hellbound, whether they have other gigs happening around Parkwaves time, but I'm hoping they don't, so they're there.
True, true.
But nah, I will actually be at that August 8th show too for Volt Hill Oppose the Sun, Roswell, and Nothing. So
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
and then I've got
See you in the
Meteor.
pit.
Yeah, in the pit at Bendy. That never happens. I'm always in the pit at Bendy. And then I got Wild Dash and Hybrid Theory. Sorry, not Hybrid Theory. Meteora, the Linkin Park tribute at Max Watts the night after as well. So busy weekend.
Nice, nice.
For everyone, of course, I am talking to Volt Hill. Adrian's the only one that's actually been on a podcast, not on WebEx, but an audio one back in February last year, I reckon it was.
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gone quick.
Doesn't feel
yeah.
like 16 months ago that we did an
Oh,
interview,
my
Adrian.
God.
Fuck, it feels like 16 days.
Yeah.
But of course, I think that was just before Break the Silence dropped, I reckon.
I think so, yeah.
But
That's gone so quick. That's crazy.
that's a sick song. Actually, Volt Hill's music is awesome, full stop, but Break the Silence is probably my favourite, but it changes from day to day.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, the best is yet to come, my man.
Ooh.
Yeah, we were just at the studio before this, working on some new stuff. So, yeah, Morgz has been sort of seeing some vocal takes down, and yeah, it's new stuff's coming together well. So, yeah, sort of lower tuning, but yeah, some of the songs got a little bit of the Break the Silence kind of feel. So, yeah, and probably playing a bit on the 8th as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I can't wait for it. That is a good lineup. I'm interested to see Oppose the Sun because I love getting to bands' first shows. Not that I get to many of the band's first shows, it's generally second or third, but debut shows always appeal more to me than, say, a second show because you don't know what this band's going to bring, the energy or their stage presence. It's always interesting to see.
Yeah.
Interesting to watch them grow over the course of time as well.
Because all the big name bands have had to start somewhere. I mean, Parkway Drive, Speed, they didn't just become overnight success. They worked their ass off for, 20 years in Parkway's case and Speed for as long as they have been. So, yeah, don't get it handed on the platter.
That's true. So
it'd be nice, but it doesn't happen.
It would also.
I think every band dreams about, like just playing like their first opening power chord and people just rushing in and instant fame, But yeah, no, it's a grind, but yeah, we do it because we love it, So
I do believe now more than ever, though. I don't think the period of having to wait to become an overnight success or a well-known band is going to be 10, 20 years because, I mean, you just have to look at, bands like Wind Waker and bands like Future Static that in the last couple of years that have become household names here in Australia, that they've built it up over maybe 2 or 3 years to get to that stage. I feel like the Aussie scene now, if you put in the hard effort, it could come your way in 3 or 4 years to be a Alpha Wolf or a Speed or a Parkway, who are now probably the 3 biggest bands in this country.
For sure.
Oh, definitely. I mean, yeah, sort of. Obviously, luck plays into it. What sort of is the in sound and all that sort of stuff. But I think if you write good music and you play good shows and entertain people and give them something to connect to, then yeah, it can definitely speed things up. And then there's bands like like Lost Souls and stuff like that. Like they're an animated band on the internet, but they just write stuff that people think's funny and they connect to it, and it can just blow up. It's great.
No. And how does it work with Volt Hill Morgz? Like, for those that don't know and might just be joining, Morgz obviously is in Darwin Dino and Adrian are both in Melbourne. Does it work well, even though you're interstate?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge is coming back. Like, we have very limited time when we are back together, and so there is pressure just to nail everything. We might not have played together. I think, how long was it last time? It was like maybe 6 to 9 months, I think, before we
I think
played.
so, yeah.
Yeah. And so to jump right back into it, it can be a bit full on, but it's, I don't know, it seems to work. We seem to slot back in. I mean, we've over time we've sort of fine-tuned how to better collaborate, send through demos and that sort of thing, so we can write while I'm up here. It definitely does create a lot of challenges. Like, we would play more shows. I think if I was down there, we've had some guys jump in and do guest spots, which has really helped out. We had Shannon, and then we have Jake, and those guys have been really awesome. That's really helped us be able to keep the train going, I guess, and not miss out on some of the bigger ticket shows that, or the good offers that come our way. But I try to get down for, if we see a show that we think is going to kind of work out a little bit better financially, we'll try and book a ticket and get me down there. It's always great to get down and play when I can. So yeah, looking forward to come down in Bendigo next month. The Bendigo show, it's gonna be awesome.
Because Vault Hill have been pretty busy with gigs. Obviously played, ticked off earlier in the year in Bendigo with probably the best lineup I've ever seen of bands all on one lineup. Literally, I mean, put together by the amazing Ez from Space Goat, Heretic Frequency. For those that don't know who Ez is, probably the queen of the scene, in my opinion.
Yeah, shout out.
Absolute legend as well, awesome to work with. She does, Heretic Frequency, which is great showcase of local music. And TikTok was fun. Big 12 hours of just metal and great vibes. So, and a bit of a party with Trent State as well. That was good.
Yes.
Yeah, that was great.
And then Orpheus bringing it home. It was good.
I have heard some interesting stories about Trent State after ticked off, and they're playing Drencher in September in Geelong with Disgust and a few other bands. I'm only going for Disgust and Trent State. Oh, the other bands are awesome, don't get me wrong, but I just want to feel the Trent State experience after hearing what they put on at Ticked Off a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They'll put on a good show, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just really unique, isn't it? And it blew me away. I was not expecting it, and activated. I love that. I love going out and seeing something complete, or just being caught off guard, and you think metal's this tried and tested genre, and then something like that. Those guys are really onto something cool.
And the way they pull it off live is crazy. They're so tight, so talented, so charismatic as well. That singer, he's just one he has. Definitely love to play with him again.
They're based in New South Wales, I think. Trent State, Albury somewhere, or have I mixed up my bands?
No, they're from Albury as well. So like Archangel, and there's a good little scene in Albury at the moment. Jake from Furious George was telling us, we need to get up there and do some stuff with some of the promoters up there. So yeah.
No, I'm a massive Archangel fan, and I love Furious George, of course. Talking about a bizarre band, Furious George, they're crazy fuckers. Pardon the language, and no disrespect to the guys, but some of the shit they pull off on stage is just, it's off the page.
You don't expect it either.
No.
If you meet them in person and they go on stage and do that, you're completely mind blown. Just great guys.
Yeah. When did I see Fury? Oh, I saw him at Dead by Daylight earlier this year at Bendy with Pendle Hill, Deadweight, Seek Misery. That was a pretty sick lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think who else was there? Oh, Storm the Crown were there, and a few other South Australian bands.
Virtues as well from Queensland.
Oh yeah, they were there too. Sorry to Alex and Wade if you're watching this, and I forgot to mention your band. I'll probably hear about it after this goes up on YouTube.
We actually played with Wade's other band, Illusionary, in Brisbane.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I think you might have suggested that to us. I think I hit you up when we were doing that little East Coast tour after, to promote Break the Silence and everything. And I'm pretty sure you were like, "Oh, check out these bands," and one of them was Illusionary. And then, so we played with them. That was sick. And then saw Virtues years later, I think, at the Last Chance. And I was like, "Hang on, that's Wade." There we go. And we got chatting, and yeah.
Yeah, for so long I didn't realise Wade was also in I knew he was in Virtues. I didn't know he was in Illusionary until, I saw something posted up and it's like Wade from Virtues and Illusionary. I'm like, okay, because all I knew he was in was Virtues, but that shows Sam doesn't do his research very well at times.
All good.
Illusionary, are they the ones with your husband and wife?
No.
The drummer and the guitarist. Yeah.
That's right. They're amazing.
Yeah, no, they were awesome. So
what a sick marriage.
That's it.
Well, isn't there a Melbourne? Is it the son, husband, and wife? There's a Melbourne band like that.
I think Into the Vein have some family members. Yeah, they're an awesome band as well.
Yeah.
Would you say son, husband, and wife?
I think it's something like that.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's like 3 of the 4 members of Into the Vein are actually related. It's
That's crazy.
Now we need 3 brothers in Vault Hill, and then we're sort of on the right track, aren't we? Or is 2 just enough?
That's it.
Yeah.
Who's
enough.
Dad are going to make another one?
Enough.
Okay, all right.
We'll just adopt Dino. We'll get Mum to adopt Dino.
I'm halfway there. But 2's enough.
2's enough.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
No offense, boys. Love you.
All right. Well, we've covered 20 minutes without finding out anything about Vault Hill, which is surprising, but it's no surprise because generally interviews go off in a different direction to what the band I'm interviewing. But Adrian obviously knows the gist of these interviews. I ask Adrian, Morgan, and Dino a bunch of questions. Then at the very end, the tables get turned and Vault Hill have the floor and get to ask me the hard-hitting question.
Nice.
Nothing's off limits, so which I might live to regret in about an hour's time, but another thing, you probably already picked up on it, swearing is okay, because Sam already has dropped about 4 F-bombs in 20 minutes.
That's all right. I like it.
And
nice.
This episode will be uploaded tomorrow morning/afternoon. Depends how YouTube wants to upload it, whether they upload it slowly or quickly. You always get one or the other. It's never in between or never the same. So,
awesome.
Nice.
So it'll probably be slow because last week it was uploaded very quick. So I probably got the other side of it this week.
Yeah, all good.
All right. How did Vault Hill form as a band?
Take it away, lads.
Yeah, so that was me, Morgz, and a bunch of friends on the Portland to Hamilton bus in high school, formed Vault Hill, and we're pretty much like a metal covers band. Wrote a couple of original songs, and then I moved up to Melbourne for uni, and then Morgz and some of our mates did the same thing, and tried to reform, and had problems with our drummer, so we kicked him out, thinking, it'd be nice and easy to find a drummer for in Melbourne, and just became a revolving or not really a revolving door, more like whack-a-mole. We'd find a drummer, someone else would quit. Fill them, the drummer would quit, and then along the lines, we eventually met Dino at a Dr. Colossus show, and he joined the band. He tried to quit the next day, the next morning, once he realized what he did. But
yeah, I was too drunk that night.
His excuse was that he didn't have a bass, and I'm like, "It's cool, man. I got a bass for you." He's like, "Oh, don't have an amp." Like, got an amp for you. He's just like, "Oh." Well, I don't think you could think of a third reason why not to.
I was thinking about cutting off a couple of fingers, but
Getting desperate.
gotta do it for the lads. Plus, I knew these boys growing up. We went to primary school together and all that kind of stuff. So
Portland North represent.
Always two ships passing in the night kind of thing, and then 10 years later, ran into a gig, and it's been another 10 years since then. I think
So.
Just about 2016, I think I joined. Holy shit!
Oh wow!
There we go.
Almost dead. That's 9 years ago now.
It was a good bedroom hobby once a week for about 4 or 5 years.
And
then we're like, let's take this a bit more serious. Got Frankie on board.
Yeah, met Frankie through LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn.
After trying all the forums and all of our mates, and we'd already been working with another session drummer, and then I googled, I think, Melbourne Metal drummer, and Frankie Demiru popped up on LinkedIn, and I was like, there we go.
Now, had he joined Body Prison before you snatched him up, or was he?
No, that was thought up a couple of years after, I think.
Yeah.
Body Prison was more of a recent development, wasn't it? Because we started working with Frankie, and then he got too busy with his other projects that he was working with.
What do you have? Myriad Drone?
Myriad Drone was one of them. And what else? There was
Sold Us as well.
Sold Us, yeah.
And then Andy Gilligan, plus there was a bunch of other artists he had to fill in for and stuff. I know he's done stuff for Goat Whore, and I know he's filled in for like sort of Bitter Kind and
Victoria K.
Zeolite as well. And Victoria Knight.
Oh, Bitter Kind, Victoria Knight. There's some pretty promising bands and artists there. I love Victoria K, or Victoria Knight is better known. But and obviously Bitter Kind, Soul Dusk, I've forgotten about them. I knew other bands, but yeah, it's such a Melbourne thing. And please, if drummers are watching this is no disrespect to them. I think if you live in Melbourne, you have to be in multiple bands if you're a drummer, it seems.
Oh, definitely. They are. And they're the only ones that make money.
Yeah, well, okay. Because I can think of at least 5 drummers that are in at least 2 bands, and they all live in Melbourne. So it might just be the drummers are hardest to find, really. I mean, what you were saying about, going through members and trying to find a drummer like through forums and that, and then all of a sudden Frankie Demuru on LinkedIn, and yeah.
But, and then we had Shannon, our fill-in vocalist, is now playing drums for Deadweight 80.
Yeah.
Oh yes, who took over from, of course.
It's just yeah.
Big fan. I'm a massive Deadweight fan. Look, love Mullane, but I think Shannon's brought something better in a way, and this is no disrespect to the Deadweight 80 guys. I feel like Shannon's brought something to Deadweight that maybe wasn't thought of previously with Mullane, but they're awesome band either way, Deadweight. Like, their music's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And yeah, the new stuff's sick. Familiar Violence is, and I know he did I'm pretty sure he did the film clip for that one too, like Shannon did, and boys are killing it.
Also, speaking of dead weight, and popping up on YouTube, Chris from Storm the Crown just interviewed Josh, Julian, and Reese from the band. If no one has checked that out yet, check that out after you watch this interview, obviously. Sorry, Chris, but nah, dead weight. And Josh, I see Josh at more gigs that Deadweight aren't playing than the gigs that Deadweight are playing. He seems to be at a lot of live music, probably as much as Adrian, if that's...
Adrian, yeah.
Always good gigs, Adrian. Not that that's a bad thing, it's a good thing.
Yeah. But I mean, me and Josh could really do rookie numbers compared to you, man. Like, you're at so many gigs. And you travel from Gippsland on public transport. That's unbelievable.
Dude, that's crazy.
But you're in a band. I've got nothing to do with a band, though. Like,
yeah.
We will get to the story of how me and Adrian actually met, because it's funny, because it does involve Dead Weight 80, but we'll leave that one down further in the interview. But it wasn't actually at a Vault Hill gig we met, so...
Yeah. Involving the very sticky carpets at Last Chance.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes. Actually, I'll tell it now. Stop the suspense. So, I think it was Deadweight, Vilify, and Barebones, if my bands are correct. Vilify were definitely there. And I reckon Adrian was talking to either Brandon or Reese from Deadweight, or could have been talking to Julian. Sam's terrible with the twins. Always get them mixed up.
Same, man.
But yeah, I just walked over because they were at the merch stand, and here's Adrian talking to one of the Deadweight guys, and then he said, "I'm vocalist for Vault Hill." I'm like, "Oh, I play your music on the audio podcast," and that's how we actually met.
I said I was a guitarist. Morgz.
Oh, guitar. Sorry, guitar. Shit, sorry, Morgz.
No. Well, he does do vocals as well. So he's
Morgz up there in Darwin thinking, what's Adrian doing telling he's the vocalist?
But
there's that joke that, every lead guitarist wants to be a vocalist, and every vocalist wants to be a lead guitarist.
Well, co-vocalist. Does that sound better? Saying co-vocalist?
Oh, I barely do backups. That's it. So I think Dan does more vocals than me.
Yeah, no designation there, lead or co or anything. So vocalist, he is a vocalist. It's technically correct.
Yeah, true.
The other funny story out of that night was that I was literally standing just inside the door of Last Chance, and this person comes up to me and goes, "Sam," I'm like, "Uh-oh. What do I do here?" And he goes, "I've been stalking you on Facebook the last few months." And at the first, I didn't realise it was actually Kieran from Vilify, because I hadn't actually met him in person. And I go,
"Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, shit, it's Kieran, isn't it?" And like, awkward moment.
That was the first time I saw Vilify as well. And they blew me away. And I actually got me and Morgz a Vilify bucket hat each. And mine's seen too many days, too many gigs. It's fallen apart, but yeah.
Mine is. It's been lost in adventures up here, I think. But I listen to Vilify quite a bit. Actually, I really dig those guys. They did actually come up here and play in Darwin, but I was at a wedding and I got to that show later. But yeah, unfortunately, I missed out on seeing them. I'd love to catch them live.
Because originally, and I don't know what happened with the Saving Face EP launch and Vilify actually were meant to play that EP launch originally, but then Matahari came in, so it was Matahari, Day Saints, Saving Face, and Dead Skin. But yeah, Vilify were originally on that lineup.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a scheduling thing. I know they had the event in Sydney that had like sort of the panel of all the women in music and heavy music. So I think, yeah. But yeah, I think Can't say too much, but I do think there is a plans for a saving face vilified makeup show happening at some point.
Oh,
I heard some whispers, so fingers crossed for that. Because yeah,
and I mean Amy and Denny from Vilify. Well, actually, it's 3 women and Kieran. Sorry, there's 3 females in Vilify. Sorry. But yeah, women in metal. It's making a good case at the moment. Vilify, perfect example. Beautiful Monument, Last Martyr. There's a whole heap of them.
Matahari, as you said, like, yeah, they're incredible. Gravitate, Terminal Sleep. You got Gutter as well. You know, like Identity Era as well.
Yeah.
Just they have, you know, women proving that, you know, they definitely have what it takes, and in many times make some even better music than a lot of the guys. You know, so it's awesome. I think we need more women in metal, more women in the pit. You know.
And also, sorry to not mention these 3 that are sort of not metal or borderline metal, obviously. Future Static, Red Hawk, and Excuse for an Exit, another 3 perfect examples. Future Static's probably very close to being on the cusp of metal. It's sort of hard rock new metal. Red Hawk you could almost put into pop punk metal, but yeah, it's sort of, I think the 4 or 5 that Adrian mentioned there, like, yeah, Matahari and Identity Era, the Terminal Sleep, those are sort of the ones that are making waves in the metal scene, female led, which is awesome to see.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, the more like you've got Silver Fang as well. Hybrid Nightmares. The list just goes on. You know, it is awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, this could be a whole episode of naming every Melbourne band or Aussie band. Might be taking a while though. How did you come up with the band name Vault Hill?
So Morgz and I were on a family holiday, and we had recently been replaced with sausages on a travel TV show. We were meant to. Our high school band was meant to be was filmed and was meant to be on this show. We got replaced instead, so we decided we wanted. Well, actually, our first drummer quit then, and our mate John, who was the resident metalhead of Portland, said, "I'll join you to become a metal band." He came on the holiday as well. We're up near Picton, a place called Vault Hill, and our family had like a burial vault up the top there, and vandals had desecrated, and there was bones littered everywhere. We're trying to think of a band name, which is arguably one of the hardest things for a band to do. And then Mum sort of suggested, she was like, "Hey, why don't you go with Vault Hill?" And we thought, yeah, it's pretty metal, so why not?
It's better than the first band name. Does Sam know that one?
Oh, Point Zero.
Point Zero.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know that. I always
Zero.
assumed it was Vault Hill, but that's again how much Sam hasn't taken notice of the backstory of the band's name.
Oh, that's buried. That's you won't find that written down anywhere. That's that's from a long ago. We weren't even really a metal band back then. We're playing Red Hot Chili's covers, I think, and the Vines.
Yeah. Sorry to bring that up, lads.
And the dirty laundry over WebEx.
I was gonna say, like, luckily it was before the time of the internet, so it's buried. But now here we are talking about it on the internet. So much for that.
Oh, the internet! What a dynamic it's become. I mean, 10 years ago we didn't have WebEx. Well, probably might have had Zoom, or it might have only just come in. I mean, how times have changed. I mean, we can sit in different parts of Australia, Darwin and Melbourne, and I can be in Gippsland. We can talk over WebEx and don't even have to be in the same room. It's amazing how much technology has grown in the last few years.
Right.
Yeah, and it's definitely helping bands as well. Like, before the internet, like, it would have just been all about touring and try and get in, every band on the planet, trying to get in the metal magazines and all that sort of stuff. now, you can run meta ads, you can post in forums and on Facebook pages. It's definitely a very powerful thing. Or you got, or you curated playlists in different streaming platforms. They help ends out so much, and they've helped us out a ton.
Yes, Spotify is good at that. I know there's a lot of stories that I've heard that Spotify has fucked bands over, but that's another story for another time that we don't want to go down the path of again. But yeah, but if it wasn't for Spotify trying to get your name heard, it would have had to be word of mouth or going to the streets and putting up flyers, handing flyers out at shows.
Still on that.
Try everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
stickers everywhere.
The old school methods definitely still work. But yeah, not as quite as effective and as powerful as the internet. So, you got to try everything. It's all about the 1% and getting those people to the shows. So, yeah.
I think it was it Priorities a few years ago. I think this was in the lead up to the first event or first sort of festival at Singing Bird. I think they actually handed out flyers. Might have even been at Knotfest or Good Things, one of the big festivals in Melbourne. And I'm thinking that's the most ideal place to do it because there's 15, 20,000 people, however many attend Knotfest or Good Things. And if you want people to come to your shows, there's the perfect opportunity to hand out flyers.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
And it's a target audience, so it makes sense.
Was that back in the day they used to walk around with their Discmans with their demo on and just hand out their headphones? Listen to my band. Now you've got your QR codes and whatnot. It's like, I just scan this and go straight to Spotify.
Maybe we should head down to Cash Converters and get some
Buy Discman.
burn some Vault Hill CDs,
As long as it's shockproof.
That's it. 60-second shockproof.
Oh yeah.
Was there what was the music video clip? It's not a metal band. This is going back about 20 years ago. And I can't think of who the band was, but this person was just giving out like a Walkman or a Discman to listen to this band's latest song just in the main streets. This was in the US somewhere. Might have been like California, Miami, and I can't think of the band off the top of my head, and I can't even think of the song. But I thought that's an interesting video clip to do that and have people listen to your music while the song's actually in the video clip.
Whether it's a good reaction or not.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
It would be a good reaction if Sam actually knew the fucking song and the band, so I could actually get people to Google it, because I can't remember it for the life of me. And you know what's going to happen? We get off this meeting and they'll be like, that's the band I needed to know on the interview, and it will come 2 hours later. Always happens.
Save that for interview 2. If it happens.
Oh, I think it's going to happen, Dino. Oh, I certainly hope it does.
It'll be a 4-hour conversation next time.
That would beat Priority's record. Priority still hold the record for the audio podcast in nearly 3 hours. That was...
Damn.
Look, and this is no dig at Mitch or Dean, but you get them talking, it will end up being a 2.5 hour conversation because they just love to chat, and I have no issue with that. But that night I actually had something on, and they're like, "Well, keep going." I actually have to go because I've got something on. But no.
There you go.
4 hours on a Sunday night, I don't think we could do it. Even with 4 of us on the WebEx meeting, I think might be a bit too long for YouTube standards.
That's it.
What has the response been like for Break the Silence?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, both on the streaming platforms and on the YouTube with the music video, but also live as well. at the Melbourne Metal Mates first year anniversary. We had Josh, one of the members there, sort of being the pit referee. Got a wall of death and plenty of people crowd surfing. So yeah, it goes off. It's great.
Dude, there was a wall of death for the solo. It's a blues solo. It was weird. It didn't make sense, but it was sick.
Wall of death for a blues solo riff.
Yeah,
no, I've heard everything.
I didn't expect it at all, but it was cool.
Oh no. But no, that solo in Break the Silence sounds so good when it comes in. I mean,
oh, thanks, man.
What
sounds good when I play it properly.
What was 11,000 streams or 10,000 streams on Spotify? I think for Break the Silence.
Yeah, I think it's around that. Yeah.
Those poor people.
And it made top 10 last year in my end of year countdown. Came in at 9.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. Thanks, man. We're
Thanks, man.
definitely honoured to be part of that, and yeah.
Will we hear Vault Hill in countdown? Oh, actually, yes. That's sort of a rhetorical statement because there are a couple of countdowns happening, and Vault Hill do feature in both the best songs of the decade so far, plus bands have interviewed. So Vault Hill will feature somewhere. I won't say where because might give away where. But yeah, actually, you guys are going for 4 countdowns in a row, actually, because you made 2023 as well with 27.1 and 27.2.
True.
Wow. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Love Vault Hill.
Hopefully, everything goes to plan this year. We might even, and if the song's good and you like it, we might even sneak another one in.
Oh,
it just depends if we can. Yeah, if everything goes to plan. Yeah.
Some big albums.
Probably next year, about this way.
Actually, there's some big releases coming out later this year. I mean, I'm keen for Nicolas Cage and Justice for the Damned's new albums dropping. I think Nicolas Cage Fight is about the 12th of September and Justice for the Damned next month or September, I can't remember, but pretty keen for both of those. And Heist dropped their new EP in October as well. So it's a lot to look forward to in the second half of 2025.
True. And Starve just dropped an awesome single. I'm hoping that's going to be part of a bigger release as well. Yeah. And I think Monochromatic Black have got an EP coming out as well, which is cool. So keen for that one.
No, I really enjoyed the new Starve song. Wrong Body, I think it's called, or it's Wrong Something.
Yeah, Wrong Body, yeah.
Of course, follow up to their album, actually, sorry, Life Never Dies, which came out last year, if my memory serves me right.
Yeah, I think it was last year, yeah. Awesome release as well.
I think my favourite song off that album's probably Starved to Death or Patchwork. I think the 2 singles they dropped off that very album were my favourites, straight up, probably.
Yeah, that drop in Starved to Death.
A bit of a word on rephrase that, a bit of a thing on words, Starved to Death, given the band's called Starve. Bit of a, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm talking shit, I think.
I know what you mean.
It was a really bad pun either way, but describe Vault Hill in 3 words.
Circle pit friendly.
Circle pit friendly. I like that. Yeah, we aim to crowd please. Let's put it that way. So I think that's apt. What do you think, Kyle?
Old men metalheads.
Nice.
That's 4 words. We can.
Well, metalheads is one word. I don't know. That's a hard question, man.
I do like the circle pit friendly thing. That's actually quite a play on words. Like, I think, because I've seen Vault Hill once, funnily enough, at Last Chance with, I think it was Identity Error, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you were going to play with Warbear that night. I won't go into the rest of the story of that. We'll leave that off for obvious reasons, but that was actually a well put together show, that afternoon show at Last Chance, given how much time you had. That was very well planned.
Yeah, we just sort of wanted to support Identity Era and also share the stage with them. They're an awesome band. They're just going from strength to strength as well. And I know they've got a release coming up soon as well. They dropped a little teaser just the other day, and yeah, I've had a little bit of sneak peeks to some of the tracks, and very heavy. Yeah.
Where's my sneak peek? You're getting sneak peeks. Actually, I don't have that as much connection with Identity Error that I do with other local metal bands, so that's probably why I haven't heard the sneak peeks.
Yeah, they're friendly, friendly bunch of people, so I reckon hit them up and yeah.
Yeah.
That was the Melbourne, the Melbourne show as well. I guess we're definitely keen to play some kind of hometown show or a show in our state with part of that little tour that we're doing for Break Silence. Yeah, so it was good how it all worked out, because initially it was like, oh, well, there's no show. It was a bit of a, a bit of a downer, but yeah, with the hard work that Ado did, we managed to get one going. It was really.
Because I felt like that. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. It wasn't a lot of notice either, was it? From memory?
Less than a week, I think. I did less than a week, yeah.
Scrambling.
Yeah.
It turned out to be a good night.
Yeah.
And
raised some money for a great cause as well, which is good. Identity Era picked the cause, and they said, what do you think about this? Was like, yeah, that's awesome. Like, we definitely want to support an awesome cause like that. So yeah.
I like those ones where it's for a good cause, like whether it's Beyond Blue, mental health, any number of causes. If, like, there's been those What We Did on the Weekend fundraisers that have happened at Stay Gold over the last few years, and the lineups have been fucking awesome to begin with.
Yeah.
But when I hear it's, for a good cause and raising money for certain organisations, I'm like, I'm there just because it's supporting, as I said, Beyond Blue, mental health, whatever the organisation is. And then when you throw a lineup like what they've thrown up the last 3 times, it's like, well, I'm there for the bands as well.
That's it. I know Ricky from Saving Face did like a fundraiser with What We Did on the Weekend at his place in Frankston. Pretty much just got a bunch of bands to jump in and play in his house before he had to paint it the next week. And I remember waking up the next morning, and I still regret not going to it. And as soon as I woke up the next morning, I knew I was just like, I know I've missed something good. And then I saw the footage, and I was like, oh. And yeah, Ricky said it was great. Raised a bit extra money as well, and helped them helped them get over like the 20K mark, which was incredible. It's just awesome to see, the scene doing something like that, the bands playing for a good cause, and then when you got guys like what we do on the weekend, organizing it all, it's just incredible.
No, that looked like a sick lineup. The one I always regret missing out on, it was the same night as the Identity Era Vault Hill Day show at Last Chance. That night was Gloom, Last Martyr, Void at Narry Warren. And I was like, oh, that is like the lineup of all lineups. Loon were playing as well, and there was one other band that was just like, oh, why didn't I think to go to Narry Warren, closer to home, plus the lineup was fucking awesome.
Yeah. There's always clashes, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You book a show, you cross the fingers, hope nothing too big clashes with it. There's always something.
Oh, yeah. And last night I was hoping to get to Gips Fest, and then I realised North Road and Broken Earth were at Leadbeater. Now, I worked last night, so I didn't have to make a decision which one to go to, but I would have probably gone to Gips Fest because it was only in Yarrigan, which is like 15 minutes from Warrigal. So if I wasn't working, I would have gone there, but unfortunately didn't get the night off, so...
Bugger.
And yeah, because Glow were playing Common Evil. Common Evil seem to be playing gigs every week, it seems. I reckon.
No, they're also, we saw them play with Outer Worlds and Furious George. I remember Dino was downstairs trying to get some food in between bands, and he just was like, "Oh, I'll just pop off this time." And I remember texting me like, "Man, you got to get up here. This is like old school thrash, but done in a modern way. It's absolutely, yeah, it's dope." I'm pretty sure you came up with your
fried chicken.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. In the pit, why not?
Fried chicken and metal, bro. It's a combination.
That's a great combination, actually. Hey, I was at that show. That was at in near Workers Club, but further down.
Yeah, the Catfish.
Catfish.
Yeah, so I did see you there. That's right.
Sorry, yeah, just when you mentioned Outer Worlds and Furious George, I'm like, I was at that gig, I was pretty sure, and then, yeah.
It was a good night.
I love Outer Worlds, and obviously Furious George never disappoint.
That's it.
And it's awesome to see Common Evil, fellow Gippsland band, making a bit of a name for themselves. Even though Jack, the guitarist, is actually living in Sydney, but he's technically still from Gippsland.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, they got the same problem as us then.
It's worked for some bands. And I'm trying to think of a couple off the top of my head that have members from different states, but actually it's going right to my head.
Sounds like Disgust.
Oh, yeah.
Like with Disgust, you got Kyle down in Geelong, and the rest of the guys sort of up in Queensland. Yeah.
What about I think Ricky's in Brisbane now, isn't he?
Yeah, saving face. Ricky's in Brisbane for a bit. Yeah. So yeah, there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, but definitely makes things a lot harder. But yeah, you can find little ways to patch and work through it. So yeah, there's will, there's way.
Yep. No.
The love of metal.
Yeah. And I think interesting you bring up Disgust because I think, it's good to have Kyle down here because he's sort of getting all these gigs lined up for Disgust, but also contacts in the Melbourne scene because Kyle is a pretty well-known person down in Melbourne and obviously in Queensland when he obviously goes up there to play shows. But yeah, I think wouldn't be many people in the metal scene here in Melbourne that wouldn't know who Kyle from Disgust is. It'd be far-fetched to find someone who wouldn't know who he is. But no, I'm keen to Disgust played 2 shows in Queensland this weekend with Total Buzzkill and Violent Conflict, I think, were one night, and then they played Ipswich the night after.
Oh, busy weekend.
Yeah,
nice.
No, I try to do 2 gigs in 2 nights, and it just gets too much sometimes.
No, especially if you're traveling from Gippsland as well. That's huge, man.
Yeah, by PT. Props to you, dude.
2.5 hours it took to get home from Melbourne on Friday night. I didn't get to Warrigal like 2 a.m. I'm like, oh.
Oh, God.
Damn.
fucking bus just stopped every station from Melbourne to Warragul. I'm like, can we have an express that just goes Druin, Warragul?
Yeah. You can't trust buses either. They're always, or they just don't come.
No. Or you get a bus
They must-
driver who doesn't know where they're going with. Where I've had instances, it's like, oh, we're going to Narnagoon, and he goes off in some other direction towards Officer. I'm like, mate, this isn't the way to Narnagoon. I don't know where you're
Yeah.
going, but
Yeah,
I get
right.
paid for your Uber.
Just winging it.
yeah, no, but it is what it is. It was an awesome night, so that's the main thing. Nearly fell down the stairs at Revolver because they're so steep, but it is what it is.
Or
Yep.
imagine carrying guitars and drums and amps up there. That's what we had to do. A couple of months ago. It's a nervous walk down, that's for sure, especially
Yeah.
after the night, you know. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
You get to play in the caves.
Yeah, I
kinda weird.
actually don't mind the Revolver as a venue. I just don't like the stairs.
Yeah. The stairs aren't good.
Most venues have them. Should be used to it by now. Tote, bendy, bad decisions. They've all got stairs.
True.
Revolver's was on another level though. It's I've got not with Bolt Hill, but like when I was working with reggae bands, I remember going up and down those stairs of equipment. It was precarious to put it lightly.
And I'd hope there was more than one exit at Revolver, because if there was a fire or something, might be an interesting way of trying to get out of the venue all at once.
With
Yeah.
gear as well.
Oh, and gear as well, yeah. Surely there's got to be another exit out of Revolver. It has to be.
There is out the back because there's like the smokers area,
Yeah.
So but it also involves stairs, but they're not as bad. They're not as steep. It's like a proper fire exit.
Oh.
Good
I
old
don't know.
days.
Have the Vault Hill ever played the Toff or know the Toff in Melbourne? That
I don't. Yeah, no, the Toff. That would be. That'd be interesting because I mean they do have the lift there, but the lift's pretty small.
yeah.
But also trying to load into venue in Swanson Street. That'd be tough.
Yeah.
I think you got the lift though because like load-ins at a certain time. Because I did work with bands that did play there, and yes, definitely use the lift. I do not remember anyone going up. Yeah.
Even the parking at Revs that night. Do you remember me and Frankie were circling the blocks for like half an hour from the final park?
Yeah.
We got inside just as we were supposed to play.
Yeah.
Everyone was frazzled and
Yeah.
Well, it
we
is.
got a fucking parking ticket that night.
Well, that's Chapel Street for you. But anyway. Oh, Chapel Street. Like, where all the action happens in Melbourne, probably. Oh, all right. Well, fuck, we've been talking for an hour, have we? It hasn't felt like an hour. That time's
It's been
just
an hour.
disappeared. Or nearly, actually. Sorry. I've been on an hour. It's been about 58, 59 minutes for you guys, I think. But according to the clock above me. Well, I've really only got two more questions because we've got through so much already. Which band? Any band in the world? Australian, international? Which band would you like to support?
I'll go first. I'll say Slipknot.
That would be cool.
Discovered them in grade 6, and it's just they've been up here ever since.
Yeah, I mean, Slipknot definitely. I was thinking about this earlier. I think Lamb of God for us with our sound would be really cool.
Parkway.
And these are all bands that we've sort of, definitely influenced our sound. So I think, getting a chance to play with one of them would be, full circle, wouldn't it? I mean, it's bit of a pipe dream, but you never know. Maybe one day we'll slide in. Who knows? Crazy world. Crazy world. But local bands, I don't know. I've been listening to. I'd like to play Vilify. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, Vilify would be sick.
Yeah. Body Prison would be sick. I don't know how Mr. Demuro would
hear the double
handle
duties.
that. Double
Jake, Jake can do it, you know, singing, filling in for us.
Yeah,
and
true.
Curious George, you know.
Come on, Frankie.
Starve. I'd love, like, local bands would love to open for Starve. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Just for the Dan, be another sick one. Yeah. Obviously Parkway. I mean, every band in Australia, I think, would love to open for Parkway.
Well, they're sort of the top tier when it comes to Australian metal.
Might
get the Opera House support gig.
You never know if we work hard, boys.
Are you guys on?
Would sound with orchestra.
What?
How would Vault Hill sound with an orchestra?
I reckon it'd sound all right.
Well, maybe we'll go like real Portland North vibes. Instead of having an orchestra, it'll just be like 30 kids with recorders.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe not that way.
Yeah. Perfect.
Are you maybe on the... Nah, that might be. I don't think you are, but it'd be funny if Park Waves Vault Hill were part of that festival, but I...
Oh, that'd be dope. I'll have to have a look at the inbox, cross the fingers, you know.
Yeah, hopefully it hasn't gone to junk. Check your junk folder, bro.
That'd be a bad day.
I did hear a funny story about, well, not junk emails, but Distorter were on a few weeks ago from Ballarat, and they were saying they were sending messages to this person they wanted to join the band as a vocalist, and they were wondering why they weren't getting a response. He actually had turned his Facebook notifications off. So he was getting the messages, but he wasn't actually seeing them being sent.
Did they get another singer before he checked the messages?
No. In the end, they contacted the guy's partner and said, hey, we're interested in your partner being the vocalist for the band. And then she passed on the message to him, and then he joined the band.
Oh.
But
yeah, right.
He's probably thinking, why the fuck are you messaging my girl?
And they're probably thinking, why the fuck aren't you answering our text message?
Yeah, true. All worked out though by the sounds of it.
Yeah, nah, it did. But yeah, I mean, I've had instances where I've forgotten to turn my phone back off silent after work or after an interview, and I'm wondering, this person sending a message going, why haven't you responded to my text or my phone call? I'm like, oh shit, I haven't turned my phone off silent, so I haven't got the notification. It's easy done, obviously. But no, I think those bands you all mentioned, I mean, Lamb of God, Slipknot, that'd be sick to see Vault Hill open for either of those. You never know. I mean, King Parrot got on the same support slot as Pantera a year or so ago, so...
Yeah, actually, Pantera would probably mine. I mean, obviously, original lineup would be incredible, but yeah, without a time machine, unfortunately, can't make that happen.
No, unfortunately, yep, because Dimebag and Vinny, is it, that passed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Sam know your Vinny story, Adrian?
Oh yeah, so. I used to be an audio tech, and I was working at Soundwave, and stage was pretty much doing the stage work, and Vinnie Paul was there. With the last band that he was in, I always forget the name. Hell yeah. So I got to see him play side of stage. That was awesome. You know, never forget that. And then he was backstage afterwards, and he was talking to one of the other techs there, one of the other guys I knew, and they were still chatting away. And I thought, now's the time I I could go up to him, thank you for the music. I've got Dimebag on my arm, so I could show him, the tattoo and everything. And I don't normally suffer from being starstruck or anything like that. So I just thought, okay, I was feeling a little bit nervous. So I just looked down and I was like, all right, look at your feet, take 2 steps, then look up and continue walking. So I took 2 steps, looked up. He was staring right at me with his, trademark sunglasses on. I just froze up. Yeah, the whole flight or fright sort of kicked in, and unfortunately my body decided flight. So I just did not a 90-degree turn to my right, forgetting there was road cases there, and just like cartwheeled, like cartoon fashion, cartwheeled over these road cases. So everyone's like, just both stages just stopped. Go, what's just happened? I get up and there's Vinnie Paul just laughing, and then he just walks away. And the other text is like, dude, what are you doing? I was just like, oh no. So yeah. At least I made him smile. At least I made him smile. So there you go.
Yeah,
If
he
you laugh.
acknowledged your existence, man. That's right.
True. Yeah.
Even if you ate shit in front of him, it's still cool.
That's it.
Honestly, Adrian, I think we've all had an embarrassing starstruck moment with someone.
True.
Monica from The Last Martyr comes to mind for me at a tote a few years ago, just sitting down in the smokers area and sitting across from this person. I looked, I'm like, I should know who that person is. And then someone next to me goes, oh, it's Mon from The Last Martyr. I'm like, you're an idiot. She, like...
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. We've had a few others, but we won't air those on here. I did accidentally knock water out of the hand of one of the members of the Rising Tide from New Zealand, which wasn't probably not my finest moment. In approaching a member of the band, I was like, "How you going?" Smack, glass of water goes everywhere.
Yeah, I almost got Dave Lombardo in the face with a boom mic.
Oh.
I was doing like some audio work, and I was on the boom mic, and sort of just had it like sort of through my arm, and I thought I had it above him and the host on the couch talking, and I was just looking down, checking getting the gain levels right, and I just sort of forgot that I hadn't realized I'd let my arm down, and just heard really loudly in through the headphones the host going, Adrian. I look up, and there's Dave Lombardo like push himself back, trying off this couch with this like mic in his face. I was like, "Oops, sorry." But yeah, so it's yeah. So Vinnie Paul, Dave Lombardo. So that's 2 of the best thrash groove metal sort of drummers. So I've still got Lars to go, and I guess whoever's playing for Megadeth at the moment. Yeah.
At least you met him, though, bro.
True.
Yeah. More famous than anyone I've met, so you've got me covered there. I think Vinnie Paul would be alone enough to be a bigger name than anyone that I've met in the scene, so you got me covered.
Yeah. Oh, didn't meet him, just did a cartwheel in front of him.
I wish that was field, bro.
No one got
It'd be like one of those GIFs, just play on repeat.
That's it.
Any starstruck moments for Morgz or Kyle?
No. I haven't had any brushes of fame, really. Yeah, unfortunately. Still waiting for my day, Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, nothing. Pretty bland. Nothing like that. No cartwheels in front of celebrities or... Sorry, bro.
Imagine if you met Corey Taylor, Adrian. Would you then do a cartwheel in front of him if you were opening for Slipknot? And
I think all 3 of us would.
I mean, I think I would do a cartwheel to get that slot. Yep, definitely.
Dude, I would pay to see that.
Corey, if you're watching.
Adrian will do a cartwheel for you.
Yeah.
If I did a cartwheel, I'd probably do what Adrian did and fall straight into the Because I'm shit at cartwheels and somersaults and all those sorts of things, and fall face first. Just go.
You and me both, bro.
Favorite song to perform live?
I reckon it's probably the new one, either Modern Day or What Ear. I reckon either of those two at the moment. Break the Silence is fun, but yeah, the new stuff's just got a few more head-banging kind of like sort of riffs.
I think
hard.
yeah, 27, 27 part 2 would, or 27.2. Yeah, that holds a special place for us as a band, and something that I hope we play live a little bit more. It's hard because it's a different sort of dynamic. But yeah, that's obviously a very personal track about our sister Tash. I also love playing Disaster Piece by Slipknot as a cover. It's just yeah, just the energy to that track and what it just whips up a crowd so quickly. I mean, it's famous, but it's also just a very well constructed track. And like I think AJ, what you're saying, the newer tracks, like our songwriting is getting better, and I think What Air is going to be a really good track when we played that just once, isn't it? Or twice.
Yeah, their anniversary
Just the
show.
once. Yeah, just the one so far.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
So it's got a long way to go yet. I mean, we haven't even fully written. We don't even know how that's going to pan out with its writing process. We've got a couple of ideas that we want to throw in there. So hopefully they come to fruition. But yeah, that's shaping up just to be a really hard-hitting track, and I think it'll be a crowd favorite for sure.
Definitely.
Oh.
Right, definitely Disaster Piece for me. Exactly what you said, Morgz. Disaster Piece and What Air.
Yeah, it's funny that picking Disaster Piece because it's not one of our tracks, but I guess
so
it's just got a flavor. You can appreciate like what it takes to write a track like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and good fun.
And playing that breakdown in Disaster Piece is so fun live. Good fun.
It's also just a very challenging song.
Yeah, I know.
In the band, like it really pushes you.
Yeah, fuck you, Slipknot.
So Frankie's not always super rapt to play that one.
Well, it's an interesting Slipknot choice too, because like it's a very good song, but sort of when you think of Slipknot and what song to cover, you'd think of maybe People Equal Shit, My Plague, Surfacing Eyeless, one of their bigger songs, but Disaster Piece, yeah, I think is a very underrated song by Slipknot because it doesn't get the attention as probably the songs I mentioned there, but no, that breakdown in it, just ace.
It's got the dynamics too. It's got the ebbs and flows. It's got the little clean, bridgey kind of thing as well. And you were talking about People Equal Shit. It's like I remember these lads playing it at a freezer when I was 16 or 17.
Yeah, we used to cover that back in the band.
And Eyeless, we did Eyeless as well.
Yeah,
More
Giles
like
as well.
what'd you look like? The Grudge? It's like this. Is it The Grudge, the horror movie? It's like straight and black hair with this perfect little part in the middle, and you just look like you just wanted to murder everyone. You were probably 16 or something at the time, huh?
Yeah, right about.
Morg's nickname, one of his nicknames at schools was Smeagol because he had the big cheekbones, the big eyes, but then he'd straighten the hair every morning. Yep.
And was there a ring and we'd go, my precious?
I did have some rings, and I did have a pretty good impersonation going at the time. I just want to make that clear that the impersonation is not ongoing.
I mean, hey, come along to the Bendy show at August 8th, and if we sell it out, Morgz will do his impression. How about that?
Smeagol impression. Yeah. I can dig it up. Yeah, I can practice it. I can get ready, get a show ready.
We'll wear a wig as well.
Who's going to be Sam and Frodo then? I mean, Lord of the Rings. Well, I'm Sam there, but
there we go. Yeah,
just need a Frodo.
Yeah,
I feel like Adro is a good Frodo.
You've had that doppelganger Frodo problem in the past, haven't you, Adrian?
Yeah.
I vaguely recall somewhere along the line. I remember getting Frodo myself at school, but just recently there was a Frodo incident. I feel.
A recent Frodo incident.
Maybe.
I have no idea what you're actually talking about at all.
Yeah, when I say recent, like last year, time sort of splits because I'm up here. But I do remember a photo of you and you looking like Frodo.
Oh.
And people getting in touch with you to say.
Was this in the group chat?
You look like Frodo.
Yes, I remember.
I'm really confused now.
Yeah, there's someone. Yeah, a couple of people got in touch with you just to say you look like Frodo.
Yeah, it was Army.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna find this photo. We'll send it to you, Sam.
Oh no, I've got to see this now.
We're gonna make T-shirts out of it.
Oh well.
Sorry, Adrian.
A lot of people might not remember this, but I made a dare, or I had to dye my hair blonde if I got something wrong. It was like a footy bet or something, and I thought, oh, this is a shoo-in that this team's going to win this game. And then they lost by like 5 goals, and the dare was I had to dye my hair blonde for like a month, and everyone's like, you look so weird with blonde hair, because my hair, as you can see, is falling out. If no one can see it's not falling out, but it's shortening, thinning, whatever the term is. And everyone's like, I remember you with blonde hair. I'm like, and I'm never going to do it again.
And they're really always going to bring that up as well.
Yes. Funnily enough, I was wearing a Slipknot t-shirt in one of those photos with the blonde hair. I don't know why, but I think it was my Slipknot face, because I reckon it was around the Volume 3 Subliminal Verses. I reckon it was released, that album was released around the time I'd lost the dare. And I was just in this Slipknot phase, which really hasn't gone away since that day. I still listen to Slipknot on repeat.
Nice. Yeah.
And I don't even know what my favourite Slipknot song is. That's them. I do feel like it's got to be off one of the first 2 albums. I do love My Plague and Eyeless, but it again changes from day to day.
Metabolic's always up there for me. Song just starts with that fucking snare hit and just goes straight into it.
I'm actually a big fan of the All Hope Is Gone album. I know it's a bit of a controversial opinion when it comes to Slipknot, but yeah, like the title track, Gamera as well.
Is Psychosocial All Hope Is Gone, or is that Volume 3? I can never remember.
Yeah, it's all.
It's a weird album, that. It's cool, though. It grows on you.
Yeah. The album that I think is very underrated for me for Slipknot is actually Point 5, the Grey Chapter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that's a really good album.
As well.
Dude, one of my favourite tracks is, it came on Shuffle the other day, Nomadic.
Oh, yep.
Oh, fuck, that's a banger.
I think Devil and I and what's the other big song off Point 5? It wasn't Nomadic. It was the other big one that I could see the title track, the track of the song. I just can't think of it now. Need Spotify in front of me, which I can't access at the moment.
Goodbye.
Oh, what was it called? It was sort of in the same vein as Devil and I. It was that really, it got you sort of hooked in the first like 30 seconds.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick myself. I've made so many errors of what song and what band. Tonight it's like I'm normally good with this stuff, but because Spotify is on my laptop, and if I go into Spotify, the meeting ends. That's not gonna work. So,
yep, all good. I think we've got Detective Kyle on it. Detective Dino looking it up.
I reckon it's goodbye.
I think, all right, I'm going to say it's goodbye. Not goodbye to the meeting, the song Goodbye.
No. Because I think the other big one on it was Custer, and that's just all aggressive.
Oh, that's a great track. I love that. Especially that little intro as well.
Oh, no, Unsainted's on the other album. Unsainted's another.
The one after.
Yeah, always. I don't know why I thought Unsainted was on 0.5 grade chapter. Shows Sam's Slipknot knowledge after All Hope Is Gone is not very good.
Was it the negative one?
That's on the grade chapter as well.
That could have been the other one as well, Morgz.
That was the other single,
track. Yeah.
It was the other single, yeah. It was the first one as well.
That was the first track they released after Joey left. And everyone was wigging out. So who the fuck is the drummer? But everyone thought it was Chris Adler from Lamb of God for a while.
True, yeah.
Remember that?
Vaguely, yeah.
That album's almost 10 years old now. How weird is that?
Well, it's almost is it 3 years since Joey passed now? Or was it
21, I think? It was 21.
For me, almost the biggest passing in metal last 10 years. Either Chester or Joey for me, probably.
Yeah, Chris Cornell was probably up there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you could probably class Chris Cornell. That hard rock grunge metal sound of Soundgarden, yeah.
Yeah. I guess Lemmy as well, and then Vinnie Paul, other two big ones. And I mean, Dime was quite a while ago, but yeah.
The guy from Children of Bodom,
Alexi as well.
Yeah, Alexi as well. Obviously, Taylor Hawkins, again, not metal, but was pretty hard hitting as well.
Yeah, there's a few. Rest in peace.
Trevor from
Black Dahlia.
Black Dahlia Murder as well.
The singer from fucking Power Trip, Riley.
Yeah.
Well, we could go back even further, like with Dimebag, and say Lane Staley from Alice in Chains, Paul Gray, as mentioned, from Slipknot.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. Jimmy, let's not go that far back. I was going to say Jimmy.
We'll be here for another 2 hours, dude.
That's it.
Time Machine, bring all the musicians of the past back to life. Most of them. All right.
What would be your go-to band if you could choose past musicians?
I think in their prime, if it was the original lineup, I'd have to say Slipknot. It'd have to be the original. So yeah, with Paul Gray and Joey Jordison, Corey Taylor, all the rest. Yeah, that would just be prime Slipknot easily.
The self-titled kind of era, Iowa era.
As much as I love self-titled, I'd probably say Iowa era.
Yeah, agreed.
That's flawless, Iowa. Like, there's not a bad song on it. Like, even Left Behind, like, I've played that song to death for so long, but still love that song so much.
And even the production on that album is incredible.
True. I remember Morgz telling us a funny story. He wanted to introduce one of his ex-girlfriends to metal. She had never really experienced metal before. So he put on Iowa, and like just the intro track, she was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, it only goes for a casual 14 minutes.
Yeah, I had a few girlfriends I've introduced Slipknot to, and I start easy now. Like I start with Kill Pop, and I'll ease them in gently.
Hill Pop. That's actually, I think that's the one you were talking about. Sorry.
0.5.
Yeah, point
Yeah.
five. That's
There was
Could
a
be.
lot of good songs off 0.5.
yeah.
Well, you could be really.
Sorry, Morgs.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Cut off.
What a way to start. Definitely not with Iowa. Of course,
Yeah,
you would do that for.
yeah. I learned like there's limits to what a human can absorb and can adjust. And metal is one of those things. It's an acquired taste. You know, listen to metal the first time and love it. At least it wasn't for me. And most people I know, it's something that yeah, you've got to ease into, and then it escalates, doesn't it? The gateway drugs and boom. Next minute, it was
Here we are.
to de-icide and Nile.
A lot of people look at me and don't think I'm a metalhead because obviously, I'm clean skinned, no piercings, nothing like that. And they're like, "Oh, what music do you listen to?" I'm like, "Oh, this, that," and they're like, you don't come across as a metalhead." I'm like, "That's what most people say."
Yeah, I've got a lot of people surprised that I'm a vocalist in a metal band. Like they're really lasting. They would think. I guess I don't have the long hair anymore. Most of my tattoos are covered. Yeah,
You're also a pilot as well. It's
yeah. Well, it's not like a very common genre with the pilots. They love it. You know, the sport up here has been great for them. It would be great if we could. We've been talking about playing shows up here, and there's been some loose kind of plans in the works. Nothing's really come through just yet, but yeah, they would definitely get around it and support us for sure. But yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean when you say that.
Well, it'd probably
The passengers in the plane might get a little freaked out if you started, put on some death metal or something like that.
I think about that too because like even like coming, when like any job, with more and more you get used to it. I mean, everyone's listening to music when they fly. So most of the pilots that are flying around would be listening to music. I'm listening to, um, you know, all kinds of metal coming into
North Lane
land.
or
And I
something.
wonder, like, if they could just listen to what I'm listening to and seeing what we're doing, that'd probably freak out well and truly. They would not understand.
It'd be screamed over the speaker as well. Poor guys.
Probably, yeah, the passengers might be like, "Oh shit, have we got on the right plane, or is this the right route we're going?" Or...
I think they'd be a little bit. I feel like they'd be a little bit scared if they knew what I was listening to. It's one of those, because for most people, metal just sounds like absolute chaos, and it's like, okay, you're meant to be concentrating on coming in to land this aircraft. How on earth are you concentrating listening to that? But as you guys know, like once you're attuned to it, it actually, it's quite relaxing.
Especially if you're like flying a commercial and if it said like, your pilot is currently listening to People Equal Shit by Slipknot, they'll be like, oh no.
Even if you did your little vocal warm up, Morgz has his vocal warm up. He doesn't actually warm up. He just goes yo. He's like, I'm good. Fucking poor passengers on that plane, bro. The motherfucker's going down or something.
Probably.
Oh. All right. Well, Sam has asked Morgz, Dino, and Adrian all the hard-hitting questions. Now the tables get turned around, and now I'm the what's the word? Question answer person. No, that's not making any sense. I answer questions from the band. That's what probably is the best way to put it. So the floor is Voltil's.
If you could play any instrument in a metal band, what would you choose to do?
As hard as it would be to keep the beat and all that, I'd love to play the drums because I love making as much
Nice.
noise as possible, and I'd love to piss the neighbours off even more.
Good choice. Good choice.
Also very lucrative in Melbourne.
Yes. Yeah.
Because there's no way I could do vocals. My voice is bad enough. If I tried to scream, I think I'd lose my voice and get laryngitis pretty quickly. So, your job's safe.
There's my
Morgz.
question. Can you give us a scream?
Oh no, not over WebEx. Oh shit.
I tried, man.
No, I can't do it. It sounded like a lion waking up there than more of a scream.
Nice.
It's all over WebEx and YouTube now. Sam's attempted to
It's
scream.
recorded now, bro.
Oh shit!
It's on the internet forever now. On the internet forever.
Guest vocals next track. Next gig. You're getting up.
No.
It's either that or we sample the Lions Roar.
Yeah.
I don't know which is better, honestly. You can sample the Lions Roar. It'd sound much better than me trying to do a guest vocals at a gig. I think that's a given.
I've got a question. Vinyls. Are you into collecting vinyls? Do you have a vinyl collection?
Surprisingly, Morgz, I don't have any vinyls, but it's something I've looked at starting to get into because obviously vinyls have made a bit of a comeback. They never went out of fashion. They're just sort of been on the back burner for a few years, and then 10 years they've been big. And
Yeah.
what about
I
yourself?
want to. It's just too fucking expensive.
Yeah, I'm always moving around, so I live like I'm very minimalist lifestyle for me at the moment. Like I'm in the room I'm in right now is really massive, but it is very, very minimalist. Yeah, because I don't know where I'm going to be in the next. I certainly don't intend on staying in Darwin for too much longer. So I'm not in that stage of my life where I'm collecting things. I'm more trying to constantly shed things. Yeah. So no, but I sort of lived through Adrian with that. So we me and my sister for his I think it's his 30th got him a vinyl player, and then because we're pretty lazy when it comes to buying gifts, so we knew that it would be easy from that point forward that every birthday we can just get him a vinyl, So slowly been helping him build that collection. Although it's gotten to the point now I've forgotten what I bought him. So it's like almost
Speaking of which,
needing him to catalogue what he does have.
Well, one of the cool vinyls Morgz has bought, Adro, was Viart's Godlike with CJ.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool. Yeah, that was a happy accident, wasn't it? Because they
replaced all his vocals.
Fired. I'm not sure why he got fired from Viart. I really like him as a vocalist. I hope he's a good person. But yeah, it was cool that he got that made. It might be worth some money on there.
What number was it?
Can't remember. Yeah.
It was just such a incredible album. Yeah. So when a good album like that is surfacing, and especially around birthday time, it's very easy as to what he's going to give, or Christmas time.
Yeah, no, the collection is looking good. It's there's some Lamb of God, Pantera, Clear By in there, Saving Face, Body Prison. Actually, probably one of my favorite finals is the Doom Eternal soundtrack.
That is
That's
fucking. That is
that's
really, really
incredible.
cool.
Like, yeah.
Vinyl collections, they're certainly still in fashion. You see JB Hi-Fi sell a lot of vinyls, and
Hmm.
well, JB's about the only music store left in Australia because obviously Sanity is, well, they're still online, but they're finished up store-wise, so
Hmm. Hmm.
Clinging on insanity, aren't they?
yeah. They clung on for so long too. I mean, like you think of Spotify and where Stan and Netflix and all that. Like when those platforms are literally at the touch of your hands for a lot less than what you'd pay for a movie, a CD, whatever it may be, in a music shop. I think it's quite interesting how long Sanity survived through that era.
Mm.
Hmm.
So same as Leading Edge, or was Leading Edge and Sanity the same thing?
Nah, they were different, I think, Dino. So I think Leading Edge was a separate company to Sanity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Those were the days. Same as going to rent movies.
Ah, the odd blockbuster video easy
Oh,
days.
yeah, Video Easy. You'd go there
I
on a
worked.
Friday night, man. You
Video Easy was my first job. It was my first ever
In
real job
Portland?
with Video Easy. Yeah, Portland.
Oh shit!
Dude. It was I had rocking the long hair. So it was
Was it the Friday nights is like 2 overnighters and 3 weeklies for $7?
yeah, something
What
like
a
that.
bargain!
Something like that. Yeah, that was good times.
Oh, I remember the video store here in Warrigal. It was 10 weekly DVDs, I think, and it was $11. And I think 8 of the 10 DVDs I generally get or videos were wrestling videos back in the like late 90s, early 2000s, peak wrestling time. And I reckon I hired out the same ones maybe twice a year. Even though I knew what the results were going to be, I'm just like, no, I'm going to get them and watch them again just for that nostalgia feel.
Hmm.
Was that when VHSs were still popping?
Pretty
DVDs
much.
haven't quite come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd hire the movie and you'd get it, put it in, and it'd be all the way at the end, so you'd have to rewind it
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and then just close your eyes so you couldn't see the screen.
That's right. Because wasn't there that
Old
charge if
school.
you didn't rewind a VHS
Yeah.
tape? You had to pay a certain amount if you had it rewound it. I remember those days.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't think Video Easy charged that.
yeah. We're going back here.
Yeah, that's showing Sam's age over WebEx too when talking about VHSs and video stores.
That's back when Netflix was a DVD postal service.
Oh,
Was it really? No,
That's how Netflix started. Yeah, it was a.
Wow.
They'll literally send you like DVDs. I don't know how that works. Like, I never used it, but I guess you had to post them back.
that's
Then you could just say, "Oh, I got lost in the post," and you're just getting DVDs for without their covers. But oh well,
Even some regional supermarkets still have like the DVD vending machine rental thing.
I think that's how Video Easy still making a buck.
I think
saw a
Portland still has
one.
one.
Literally, I think Video Easy exists. I think that's how Blockbuster exists in the States. I think Blockbuster's still
because
clinging on.
I don't think there's. I think there's one video store in Gippsland that's still running down in Lakes Entrance because my cousin's mum lives down there, and they say there's still a video store in Lakes Entrance that hires out videos. I'm like, far out. Like Lakes Entrance is like 3 hours from Warragul, even further from Melbourne. It's closer to the New South Wales border, and they've got a video store still happening. I mean, it's nuts.
If there's a market for it, why not?
Yep.
What would the market be? Over 60s?
People who haven't heard of Netflix and Stan, probably. But
Yeah, like my mum and dad.
Well, it took me forever to get Spotify. Like, everyone's like, oh, why aren't you on Spotify looking at music? I'm like, what? And then it's like, rest is history. Hot Spotify, as I said, I've ratted it out quite a few times, but a lot of the bands, if it wasn't for Spotify, I wouldn't have stumbled across them. Voldill's probably one perfect example of that, even though I did meet Adrian a couple of years ago and probably would have stumbled across Voldill anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think I said, hi, I'm Adrian from Vault Hill, you know. Would love it if you need, me to send you some music. You're like, oh, I played you on last week's show. And I was like, oh, thanks. Cheers, man. And and your support for the local scene and sharing, everyone's music, it's just been phenomenal, man. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
It's
man.
an absolute pleasure, and I'll continue to support Voldill and any band, even New Zealand. I think there's a shitload of good bands coming out of New Zealand at the moment. No Life, who I saw on Friday, were fucking awesome live as always. Alien
Nice.
Weaponry, Crooked Royals.
Image.
What are they doing
Weaponry
now?
is sick.
Is Alien Weaponry still going? Because they kind of popped there and then they just dropped off a little bit. It's still
They released another album pretty recently.
Oh, really?
It's sounding awesome. Yeah, they're doing good things.
And I love how their album, the latest album, is all in their language, like the Maori language, because obviously being from New Zealand, it just sounds like Alien Weaponry sound fucking awesome anyway, but when they're actually playing songs and releasing music in their language, it sounds even more amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially speaking Maori and screaming, that's aggressive as fuck.
Cool,
Because the Huckers are fucking aggressive.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and
There's some growls behind that. Fuck.
Of course, Crooked Royals only dropped Catch 22 about 3 weeks ago. No, it's not even that long ago. It was the start of this month, so 2 weeks ago. But they'd been quiet for a little while, Crooked Royals, because they released Quarter Life Daydream and then 2 years without an album, and then Catch 22 comes out. I'm like, fuck, this is just that's a gem of a song. So
I'll have to check it out. Yeah.
That's it out.
Oh, well, as much as I'd love to talk for another 2 hours and break so many records on Sunday night, I'm thinking it's probably time to wrap up the interview with Dino, Morgz and Adrian. I'd love to sit here for another 2 hours, but it is a Sunday night.
Let's make it a Saturday next time.
A Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday, get some drinks. Why not?
Yeah.
But
grab pizza.
Oh, I like that. But Adrian Morgz, Dino from Voldill, it's been an absolute pleasure, as it is with Voldill and any band that has jumped on. I'll have Voldill back on anytime in the future.
Thanks,
man. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'd love to jump on soon, and we'll see you on the 8th.
Yes, well, I'm sure we'll talk before the 8th, but in person, I'll see you in about 3 weeks' time.
Definitely.
Well, because that's only 3 weeks away.
Anyway.
Sorry?
I'll probably...
3 weeks away.
Oh,
sorry.
A bit over 3 weeks away, sorry.
I was going to say, I'll probably bump into a show anyway soon. Shows and...
I've got a few coming up. I've got Total Buzzkill in a couple of weeks with Stepson at Bergie and Distorter and Night Marsh at Workers, I think, on the 24th of this month. I might have my dates wrong. It's Electric Funeral, Night Marsh, Distorter and Slow Shell, I think. But yeah, that should be good. But
that's sick.
And then August gets manic. I thought July's big for gigs, but there's like 4 in 2 weeks in August already. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, this is going to be a busy month.
At this point, you shouldn't have to pay for public transport. They should just give you free Free reign.
As nice as that would be, Dino, I think, yeah, it's probably not going to happen because there'd be a lot of other people that'd be like, if he's getting free public transport, where's mine?
So maybe VLI can support the show. Sponsor.
Okay. I don't know anyone through V-Line, so if anyone who's watching this till the end is from V-Line and wants to sponsor a show, the 8th of August at Bendy.
There we go. Choo-choo.
Maybe have that as the guest vocals, not the Lions roar or Sam scream, the choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
Nice.
Good one, Adrian.
All right. Well, Morgz, Dino, Adris, it's been a pleasure having a chat as always. I'll send you the link sometime tomorrow morning / early afternoon. And yeah, I'll catch you on the 8th of August at the Bendy.
Awesome. Cheers, man. Thanks.
No worries.
Cheers, bro. We'll catch you soon.
Catch
Thank
you
you very
soon.
much.
No worries
Have
at
a good
all.
night, bro.
Same to you.
Have a good evening. Adios.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy preaching. Just the two of